A couple of early season playoff caliber games came down to the wire tonight, and fourth down stops by merely inches made all the difference.
I'll make the comment all the time that, I would let that kid date my daughter.
The player of the week might not even have played at all.
My teammate shows me the tweet PG County made, and I just started crying. I was mad.
Last-minute cancellation in Upper Marlboro. What happened? We'll find out next on High Def High School.
What's up, everybody? I'm Joe Ball Chad Ricardo, and it is time for High Def High School. This was week 3 in the DMV. Welcome to High Def High School, brought to you by Quality Chiropractic. Last night, Daryl Overton and his Freedom Eagles from Prince William County drove the bus all the way up to Ashburn to face Stonebridge.
That was a huge matchup in Virginia. Joe Ball in the state of Maryland. Paint Branch took their trip up to Quince Orchard, in which was a big-time matchup, and then we had the cross-conference matchup. Good Counsel playing host to the DCSAA's Friendship.
We got a packed show. Let's get started. Last night, sporting a 2-0 record, the #1 Gonzaga Eagles look to remain unbeaten, while the Knights of St. Mary's Riken visit the nation's capital, hungry for their first win. After a scoreless first quarter, Carson Pettibone finds Brandon Lee wide open for a touchdown. Eagles up 10-0. With about 4 minutes left in the third quarter, the Eagle takes flight. Brendan Pettibone, he's got tight end Nate Kursky, who beats double coverage for a 24-yard touchdown. It's 16-0, the Zags dominating Riken. Down by 16 in the fourth. The Knights, they won't lie down. With a 4th and goal at the 1, quarterback Brendan Tolles calls his own number, but safety Deuce Lee and defensive end Nick Keenan say no sir. The Eagles pitch a shutout, 19-0 over St. Mary's Riken.
Great effort. We showed a lot of effort. Struggled a little bit in the first half, but we really came together as a unit, and that's what's special about the entire team. Just glad of how we all came together at the end.
We got something to prove.
The Freedom Eagles were on the road last night up at Stonebridge. This was our game of the week. 2 heavyweight fighters. Daryl Overton brought the dark side to Ashburn. This one delivered as promised. The first time Freedom got the ball, Davis Bryson, pausing to think for a moment, then zoop! He's got jets and is 7-0 just like that. First play from scrimmage for Stonebridge. Jacob Thomas counter to Dylan Huntermark. He's got a few jets of his own. The Bulldogs pushing it right back. It's 7-7. 20 seconds later with 10-11 left in the first quarter. Still in the first, Jacob Thomas goes right. Zoop! Through that same backside the Huntermark found on the previous drive. He gives Stonebridge their first lead of the night at 14-7. Early second quarter, Jacob Thomas. Same counter, Huntermark. So much speed in this game. Bulldogs score again. They go up 21-7. But Davis Bryson, he's just special. Pauses, spins, gets grabbed, gets ungrabbed. He is so smooth, sets the Eagles up in good position. A couple plays later, he pauses, stretches, goes over the top, pulls it to 21-14. Stonebridge would go up by 14 twice in this game. In the second half, Freedom kept driving and getting stops on defense. Bryson here hits Sye Smith on a 6-yard slant to make it 28-21. Fourth quarter, under 10 minutes to play. Davis Bryson rolls to his right. He's got Cam Courtney, 78 yards, and the margin is 3 points. After the PAT, it's 38-35. Stonebridge clinging to a small lead. One more time, Freedom stopped the Bulldog offense on downs and began to move the football. But it was the Bulldog defense that came up with a 4th down stop to put an end to the fight with under 30 seconds to play in the game. Stonebridge hangs on to beat Freedom 38-35. That game was about as close to a state title run tune-up as Coach Mickey Thompson will find this year.
That's a great football team. We're ecstatic to get that win, and
You told me your guys were terrible at the beginning of this year, that you just graduated everybody. You got a strong team. How are they looking right now?
Terrible. We got to get a lot better. We got a lot of work to do. Don't get me wrong. I ain't letting them off the hook, but I am proud of a win like this is something to be proud of and celebrate.
Big plays early hurt you. Had those not happened, man, I don't think they could have handled you guys.
Yeah, but that's what Stonebridge does. They put pressure on you with what they run offensively, and we just got to put full court together. But I'm proud of how we competed, how we stayed in on it.
Number 7 Quince Orchard playing host to Paint Branch. Both of these teams had impressive victories in week 1. The Cougars were primed and ready to flex their muscle, but don't know if anyone not wearing maroon knew just how hard the Panthers would punch back. Pick it up in the first. Senior quarterback Carter Taggart goes play action, finding his target for 6. Red Army, how y'all feeling? Into and kickoff, Khalil Radway runs it out, but Jalen Husky on the strip. No whistle, so he scoops it up and takes it in for the score. Looked like his knee may have been on the ground. Mr. Husky, your thoughts?
They didn't blow the whistle, so I went and scored.
Still in the first. Paint Branch believes they're contenders this year, and much of that is because of this young man. Octavian Smith Jr. boogies down the sidelines on the big game. He fired up, and if some Smith is good, more is better. Dart to Isaiah Russell, cutting the deficit to 14-7. This game was filled with emotion and intensity. There were big hits and body blows at every turn. It was a true heavyweight battle, not one that many anticipated this early in the year. Key moment in the third, though. Coach Kelly brings in Sam Smith for a long field goal attempt, and Sam Smith nails it from 42 yards out. I'm impressed, and I know I'm not the only one. 17-7 Cougars. Later in the third, Paint Branch knocking on the door, and it's Khalil Radway. Atoning for his earlier fumble, Quince Orchard was expected to run away with this one, but I don't believe the Panthers got that memo. 17-13, conversion, no good. Late in the fourth quarter, 4th and goal from the 12, game's on the line. Smith competes the pass, but Bryce Barnes comes up with the huge game-saving stop. Excellent one-on-one tackle. The Cougars escape.
I think the team showed good perseverance for us, and we pushed through and we're able to finish. We talk about finishing, and our kids were able to finish tonight.
He knows he's not going to play a snap this year, and he has not missed a summer workout.
When will Elliot run again? We'll find out coming up. Stay right there.
That felt good. That was a good
If you've got arms, legs, a back, if you've got a body, period, you're going to need quality care. And the team at Quality Chiropractic treat you like family, and they heal people.
I love being here at Dr. D'Amato, the girls in the front desk. They make you feel like family when you come in every time.
Healing whole people, not just backs. Quality Chiropractic is here for you. Call now and book your appointment. Quality Chiropractic, adjusting the quality of your life.
Woo! Boy, goodness. That might be the play of the week right there. We're going to have more football action coming up for you in a little bit. Welcome back to the show. We're going to switch gears now. In week 1, the Wise Pumas were set to go at home to host North Point.
Absolutely, Joe Ball. The Pumas were on the prowl, preparing to defend their Maryland 4A state championship before COVID protocol stopped them in their tracks.
I'm just trying to keep my composure, but I just couldn't. I ended up walking down the whole street just crying, because it was heartbreaking.
The defending Maryland 4A champion Wise Pumas hadn't played a game since December 6, 2019.
When you grow up and you have something like every day and it just stops all of a sudden, it's just very tough.
Since PG County is one of only a handful in the nation that did not allow any high school football in 2020, the Pumas hadn't participated in the sport they love in upwards of 20 months.
It does something to you mentally.
I had that moment when I was just freaking out about things. I was crying. I couldn't play football, couldn't practice, the little things, you know.
On Friday, September 3rd, the King was set to finally return to his throne.
I was excited, like 10 out of 10, off the charts.
There was a buzz resonating throughout Upper Marlboro.
Community was insane. They were super hyped up.
Online ticket sales were flooding in as the Puma family raced to uplift and support their young men.
The atmosphere, you know, we had started, it sold so many tickets.
We had like 2,000 people and the game wasn't even starting yet.
Then, the unthinkable.
Our rules are constantly changing.
In attempting to keep up with those rules, as required, Wise needed to sit student athletes who had not yet cleared COVID protocol.
Some players that we thought was out of the COVID protocol, we was made that they wasn't.
Those, mixed with a smattering of positive tests, relegated the Pumas unable to perform.
It was frustrating, it hurt.
In 2021, COVID cancellations have become the norm. Multiple DMV teams have already missed games, but the feeling of this hit different.
3 hours before the game, it's not like they gave us a heads up.
My teammate shows me the tweet PG County made and I started crying, I was mad.
It was just heartbreaking.
After already sitting out a year, student athletes are concerned a continued lack of play could negatively affect their future.
This is not just a sport, this is a lifestyle.
We're trying to do everything right.
And this is going to be our future.
In an attempt to ensure that they don't have to feel this disappointment again, the Pumas are pushing vaccinations.
In about probably 3 weeks, we'll be full vaccinated, 48 out of the 49 or 50.
As well as doing all they can to ensure that they stay safe, both on the field and off of it.
The coaches, we all masked up. Anytime the helmet comes off, they're masked up.
You know, I just told my guys, mask up in the school. You know, just be safe, don't be selfish.
The Lake Braddock Bruins didn't play last night. They split the first 2 weeks. They're 1-1 right now. A lot of new faces this year. Gone are Billy Edwards to Wake Forest from last year's team and a host of seniors, as well as from the 2019 team, Matthew Hibner, Power 5 tight end, headed off to Michigan. But they're missing this year a junior who might be their biggest loss of all.
I kind of felt like a pop.
On the first series between South County and Lake Braddock in the spring of 2021, Elliot Miney tore his ACL and his MCL in a freak play after the whistle.
Our game plan significantly changed.
So Lake Braddock has entered 2021 without their strongest link.
You saw him today, he's close to 200 pounds and looks like a Navy SEAL. If I've had 30 kids in his situation, which I have, 27 of them just, I'm out, I'm gonna go do something else. Can't speak enough to how mature he is. He knows he's not gonna play a snap this year, and he has not missed a summer workout. He has not missed a 7-on-7. He has not missed a practice.
Yeah, Mom's been playing too, but he got hit.
Elliot told me it's killing him that he can't be out there with his teammates. But this year, since he can't play, he's got a different role.
Coach them up, get them right, keep their heads in the game, you know. Never let them slip up. Keep all their heads straight, keep their grades up.
This was Miney's junior year, a crucial time for exposure to college scouts.
His heart's got to be broken.
I came up watching players like Lamont, players like Matt Hibner. You know, when I was a kid, you know, I always dreamed of being on that field scoring touchdowns in front of the whole hype squad, you know.
You just have to deal with situations. There's no other way. Life is hard, deal with it. That's kind of like our slogan in the house.
Elliot's mother, Bettina, is from Switzerland and more familiar with soccer, had to learn about this violent game that her son loves.
So I said, which position gets hit the most? And he said, the running back. And I said, which position do you play? The running back?
Bettina raises 2 young men here stateside, while Elliot's father, U.S. Army Colonel Robert Miney, is an attaché abroad.
We moved around a lot as kids, and when you move around, going from like all over, like, you know, different continents and everything, you don't know anyone, so all you really know is your family. And for me as a kid, all I really had was my brother. As a family, we were always a team. and you always want to make sure that your team was succeeding. And now Elliot's part of a great football team, a great program at Lake Braddock. And even though he can't play, he still wants that team to win.
Clearly surrounded by a remarkable family, Elliot says his upbringing in Serbia also had a role in creating that iron will.
They train kids hard over there, and they develop a strong work ethic, so maybe that's where.
Train him how?
They don't really take no for an answer. So.
The Bruins are missing him on the field, but he's one of the sources of their strength and mental toughness even now.
He's the kid in the hallway breaking up fights or telling kids stop being dumb, get yourself right, and the kids listen to him, and they respect him.
Elliot mentioned Power 5 tight end Matthew Hibner, who graduated in 2019. All met quarterback Billy Edwards and some talented skill players, as well as interior studs. But he is the future of Lake Braddock.
God help everybody his senior year if he's healthy. He will be that guy that, Joe Murray just ran for 2,000 yards for us a couple seasons ago. Elliot will smash that.
Okay, coming up next, Chad Ricardo is talking about Maryland, Virginia. Should they play? And we're going to take a look at next week's games, what you should be looking out for. Coming up when High Def High School returns. Stay right there.
That felt good.
If you've got arms, legs, a back, if you've got a body, period, you're going to need quality care. And the team at Quality Chiropractic treat you like family, and they heal people.
I love being here at Dr. D'Amato, the girls in the front desk. They make you feel like family when you come in every time.
Healing whole people, not just backs. Quality Chiropractic is here for you. Call now and book your appointment. Quality Chiropractic, adjusting the quality of your life.
Hey, don't forget you can check out the show every week here on WJLA at 11:30 a.m., 7 News. And then you can go over to our YouTube channel and check out all of our past episodes and digital content 24/7 whenever you want. Those are also linked on Twitter and highdefhighschool.com. Well, this week Chad was visiting with the Grill Crew.
On the Grill Crew, Joe Ball, we were talking about D.C., Maryland, and Virginia.
Not just D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, but those places getting in each other's business.
This is the Grill Crew. My main man, Coach Jones, Coach Peterson, and Savage. Over on the other side, we're here at Coach's Corner in Percival, Virginia. Gentlemen, we've got wonderful foods out here in front of us now. The chef brought us wings, onion rings, burgers. How's the food, Savage? What you think, bro?
The wings, phenomenal. Everything was on point.
Yeah, I want more already.
Yeah. More already. We're going to give you more of this. That is a salacious and intoxicating conversation as we're out here at the Coach's Corner. And I got just the gentleman for this conversation right now. What I have been arguing for from a media member's perspective is I have been arguing for and advocating for more interstate rivalries, more interstate matchups. I want to see Maryland play Virginia. I want to see Washington, D.C. get in the mix with Virginia and Maryland as well. Gentlemen, are you all in favor? And don't give me the whole week 0 stuff. I don't want to talk about why it can't happen. Are we in favor of more interstate, inter-squad matchups?
Compete. I'm with it. I salute the guys from West Virginia for playing. I think Martinsburg. plays
yes.
Highland Springs tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Get them kids recruited.
Sure.
I got guys out there. You know what I mean? So get my guys recruited. But in terms of Washington, D.C. and Virginia, Maryland and Virginia, you guys in Virginia need to play some of these kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you play, where you from? 757.
From 757.
When you play them kids,
yeah,
they just like them kids from D.C. They just like them kids from Maryland. So you're going to see it before you play it again.
Now, wait a minute. Again, in church on Sunday, you got to make it plain. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that,
You're going to see more color.
Okay.
You're going to see more talk.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see some kids that are about the, what it called, the gusto.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the kids coming from your neck. The kids are trying to get out of their circumstances. The kids are trying to get out of 757.
Mm-hmm.
The kids are trying to get out of D.C. The kids are trying to get out of Maryland. Northern Virginia, where I'm from, 703, we the richest county.
Mm-hmm.
My mom and dad got a business for me at the end of the day. So sometimes for these kids, football is a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
for some of these kids in the 757 for Maryland, for DC, that's a way out, you know. So they're trying to get their education. They're trying to get another opportunity to play football. So maybe they can't reach to the NFL, CFL, whatever it may be. But some of these kids around where I'm from, they're just playing for a hobby. They're playing for a jersey number, and they're playing for their friends. You know, they're not even dirty at the end of the day, taking pictures and posting.
What effect then does that difference in mind frame and in mindset and in need for the game, what effect would that have on some of these matchups then, if that's real? And I should ask you two, do you all agree with that when we talk about these interstate matchups?
Absolutely. Competition. You said it earlier. Athletics is about competition. You can't claim to be the best if you don't compete against the best and ultimately beat the best. And wherever the best is, that's a relative term. Obviously, you're from 757. In your heart, that's the best, period. On that football field, that's the great equalizer. 10 yards is 10 yards. Your will, their will. Line it up, play. Let the best play the best. So I'm all for it.
Coach?
I think there's a missed opportunity for, a bowl type season as well.
Sure,
I mean, you look at this, I would love to see Maryland play DC and DC play Virginia, and we've got a little East Coast type bowl game. You get these all-star games where the kids are never really prepared because you get 1 week to really train after their season. They just had a deep playoff run and they're not getting to showcase their skills. Imagine if you, as a 6A Virginia champion, got to go play the best school in Maryland.
In Maryland.
Absolutely. At all of these colleges that have beautiful stadiums. Do you know we would pack those houses out if we had that? And we talk about exposure. Then I don't have to worry about it. I know if I do my job and I get to the postseason, I'm going to have a bowl game in a college stadium where I can showcase my skill against the best. I mean, that's a great opportunity. It's a missed ball that we haven't had.
You can go online and check out an extended version of that Grill Crew conversation at highdefhighschool.com and on our YouTube channel. We'd like to start featuring your content, so send us your plays of the week, send us your crazy plays, send us anything that represents your team, your institution, and we'll get it on the website at highdefhigh.com. We'll also feature the best content right here on High Def High School on WJLA 7 News. Coming up next, Chad and I will be talking about next week what you can expect. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
That felt good. If you've got arms, legs, a back, if you've got a body, period, you're going to need quality care. And the team at Quality Chiropractic treat you like family, and they heal people.
I love being here at Dr. D'Amato, the girls in the front desk. They make you feel like family when you come in every time.
Healing whole people, not just backs. Quality Chiropractic is here for you. Call now and book your appointment. Quality Chiropractic, adjusting the quality of your life.
Hey, welcome back to the show. Now it's time to talk about what you can expect next week. Some big games. One in Prince William County in particular. Unity Reed will be taking on the Freedom Eagles. Daryl Overton and his Eagles have been relatively quiet since 2019, but Unity Reed has not. They've been making some noise.
Joe Ball, this Freedom Squad is big time, like you said. Unity Reed has been extraordinarily impressive, though. Alabama commit Sean Murphy has been doing his thing on the field. There's so much more than just Sean Murphy, though. That's why I am going Unity Reed.
I hate to say it, Coach Overton, I'm going with Unity Reed this week as well. In the northern region, SoCo, Westfield, that's a huge game. They haven't played in a couple of years since the 2019 state playoff game. Some questions both for South County and Westfield at quarterback. Jenks has got to find a way to get that ball to St. Germain, and SoCo's got a little charade, a little left-hand, right-hand going on.
We saw that Ra Wesley has come out on the football field and he's setting the world on fire. His ability to move around back there in the pocket gives receivers more of an opportunity to get open. Dennis has been doing his thing out there on the football field as well. Joe Ball, SoCo Westfield, will Brock Spalding make another one-handed grab? This one's exciting.
Who do you got?
I'm going South County. I believe in South County until I am otherwise proven wrong. You talk about Northern Virginia, I'm rolling with the Stallions.
I have to say, in 2019, before that state semifinal game, I said, until SoCo proves themselves, Westfield's the team to beat. I'm going to go the other direction right now. I think Westfield has got to make their mark again and prove themselves. I say SoCo wins this one.
Joe Ball, they're not going to allow you back in Westfield, so I agree with you there. And then, of course, the third game we're talking about, this was the rematch of that spring ball game. I know that you've been looking forward to this. Good Counsel, St. Francis.
Almost a battle of the Beltways. Baltimore coming down to Olney, Maryland. St. Francis is loaded with Power 5 players led by Derek Moore, a talented defensive end. He'll be at Oklahoma next year. He is a stud, and we'll be hearing more about him in the next couple of weeks. I got a chance to visit with him. But John Griffith at quarterback, he's matured, been starting since his sophomore year. He's going to be leading that offense, and he's really coming into his own.
This Good Counsel team, as we all know, knocked off St. Francis during the spring, so St. Francis is going to be looking for revenge, but it's going to be hard to come by, Joe Ball. This Good Counsel defense is stacked as they always are, but they've got explosiveness over there on the offensive side of the ball. This one could be a barn burner.
I was excited to see these two teams play. I am going St. Francis in this one.
You're going St. Francis, Joe Ball. I'm going with Coach Andy Stefanelli. Good Counsel goes up to Baltimore. The WCAC is represented. They hand St. Francis a loss. WCAC, DMV, Good Counsel.
And for those of you who don't know, the two teams did play this spring, and Good Counsel did knock off St. Francis. Hey, that's all the time we have. We'll be back next week. Don't forget, you can check out the show right here every Saturday at 11:30 a.m. on 7 News WJLA, and you can go online to our YouTube channel and at highdefhighschool.com and see all of our episodes as well as all of our digital content. As always, we want to thank Quality Chiropractic and Athletic Republic for hosting us here for High Def High School. For Chad Ricardo, I'm Joe Ball. We'll see you next week.